Graham, what would you say was the main thing that went wrong in the field today? Was it just too many kind of four balls and that? Or?
Yeah, I think we know we're a better side than that in the field, and we probably did. There were periods where we dished up some fairly easy boundary balls, which released pressure for the batters. Obviously, the game plan is to try and build pressure, and when you're releasing it every couple of overs, it puts us on the back foot. So perhaps the new field place restrictions, we found that a little bit hard, and maybe we didn't. The fielders didn't support the bowlers as well as they could have, but I guess generally the problem is that we did just give away too many easy boundary balls. You're not too perturbed if they're making the play out of tough areas, but there were quite a few easy put away balls.
With the next game being Adelaide, will you look at an extra spinner there, or?
Look, all options are open at this stage. It's too early to start making any decisions. Firstly, we haven't seen the conditions, and we need to just have a little bit of a chat about today and reflect and think a little bit. So at this stage, all options are open. Yeah.
It was Lasith, because he's been coming from 2020 cricket. Is that a different sort of approach that he needs for this 50-over game, do you think? Or?
I thought both he and Kulasekara bowled really well towards the end and showed just how skillful they are, and perhaps were a bit unlucky. Up front, maybe, again, perhaps a little bit unlucky, but we weren't quite on the money. The standards have to be really good, playing against good opposition on a really good batting wicket. It's pretty unforgiving for the bowler, and we weren't quite good enough in that department, and I'm sure Lasith was going to be up for it in the second one.
Because you can't obviously go 2-0 down and expect to then win the next three. It's possible, but just how important is bouncing back in 2 days?
I think it's always important. I mean, you want to get on the score sheet, but we want to get out and play some good cricket and show that we're a good team. So very important game for us. But in a series like this, and I'm sure the Aussies would also be just taking it one game at a time, and the next game is really, really important.
Will you be talking to your batsmen about the run-outs, Graham? Obviously, that's something that you can't keep doing.
Well, I think there's been a bit of discussion already. We have chatted, and there was some good fielding which contributed to some of them. But you just can't, when you're chasing a score like that, you just can't have the guts of your batting taken out through run-outs. I mean, the pleasing thing is that quite a number of our batsmen look in good form and played really nicely, but to give away 3 wickets to run-outs just makes the job almost impossible.
Australia had bowled 17 overs of spin tonight, didn't take 1 wicket. Is that an area that you're going to look to continue to target throughout the series?
Well, I think we naturally play spin well. That's one of our strengths. So, that kind of statistic is something that we would like to think would occur. We've got to find ways of making sure that we're nicely productive against the other bowlers as well.
With Ajantha Mendis and Malinga both going for over 60, and with Australia getting runs at the top of the order with that big 3rd wicket stand, and also David Hussey getting the 60 at the bottom, is that intimidating that they appear to have strength right through that batting order, and also you've got those gun bowlers? Have their confidence taken a bit of a dent with the way tonight went?
As far as the confidence, I certainly hope not. I think they all showed at times just how classy they are as bowlers, but 1 or 2 overs got away from them, which made the figures look a little bit nasty. And then as far as the batting lineup, we always knew that we were up against some high class one-day cricketers, and you just can't afford to be off your game at all against players of that calibre. So I don't think anything's changed. I don't think there's any sort of intimidation. We know we have to be good, and we know we're up against a good team.